as you know, we are here to interview for a new teacher for our AP Literature department. We do have a lot of qualified candidates, so I wanted to make sure to interview each and every one to make sure we have the person that best fills the bill. How does that sound, young man? Tell me, what are some of your past occupations?
Well, I was a college student briefly. Then I was a spokesperson for Brotherhood Black Panther. Then I was a Reinhardt.
A Reinhardt? Do you care to elaborate? What is a Reinhardt?
No, I'd rather not.
Okay. Having a keen eye in the classroom is necessary to keep children in line. How is your vision?
Well, I'm 20/20, unless I'm blind. Then I need a lot of light to see.
Oh, okay, all right. What is a quote that you keep close to your heart?
Well, my grandfather always told me, see, repetition really drives home, and my struggles with identity and racial prejudice in American society.
Now, that doesn't really answer my question. What is a quote that you keep close to your heart? Hello, Darl.
Hello.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I knew you were going to ask me that. And I can't tell you much, but I am Darl. Yes, I am.
What do you...
Believe is the best quality that I have. I knew you were going to ask me that too. Well, you see, I'm Darl. And I think the quality of just being clairvoyant is pretty nice.
All right. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, in 10 years, I see myself chained up on the back of a jail somewhere, probably Mississippi.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. You have a criminal record. What happened here?
Yes, Darl. Yes. The farm, yes. Darl did burn down the farm. Yes.
Miss Dewey Dell. What a beautiful child you have.
Why, thank you.
Are you good with children?
Well, I haven't managed to kill any yet, so I guess you say I am.
Excellent. That's important for this job. Do you think that you understand family interactions?
Well, my family is what you could say is unusual. So I don't think I really could speak for traditional family segments.
How important is communication?
Well, I think it's very important to our family to communicate. Well, my family does not do that, so I'm hardly an expert.
The most controversial topic is sexual education. How would you handle that?
Well, where I'm from, if a man ever does any sort of thing for you, you have to have sex with him. And that's just the way things should be.
Thank you so much. We'll be calling you. Good afternoon, Leif. Why did you apply for this job?
Frankly, tired of picking cotton. It's racist, and I have a child to support.
How would our school benefit from hiring you in particular?
Diversity.
Okay, do you have any experience with kids?
Well, I have a kid by a 16-year-old, so a lot.
And what is your opinion on the state of literature today?
I think there needs to be a higher representation of Leif in studies.
Thank you very much for your time. Mr.
Yossarian.
Yes. What would you say is the most dramatic moment of your life?
My buddy Snowden, he spilled his secret all over the floor. I didn't know what to do.
All right. That sounds awful. Oh, what do you think is your best quality?
Nothing. I shouldn't be here. I want to go home.
All right. Sure. Why do you have such an extensive medical history?
I just want to get sent home, Doc. I'm crazy. Look at me. I'm crazy. Please send me home.
All right. Tell me, again, why do you think you're qualified for this position?
I'm not. I need to be sent home. I can barely walk. I'm sick. I'm insane.
Terrific. I think you're at the
Oh.
top of our list.
Oh, no,
I'm going to
no,
go ahead
no,
and
no,
turn
no.
this in right now. Well, welcome, creature. One of the other applicants described you as a monster. How do you feel about that?
Just kidding. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. Sometimes a little sad, sometimes confused. But really, on the inside, I think I'm an atom.
Why have you covered up your face?
Well, I would show you, but then you'd scream and run away or try to kill me.
We wouldn't want that now, would we? Tell me, what is your favorite novel?
Well, I prefer the novel Paradise Lost. It's a tale that tells the balance of good and evil, and I think it really brings out the good side in me and shows my true inner self as a being that is kind.
Well, goodness. Do you have any family that we can reference?
The only family I've ever tried to reconnect with despises me as an abomination, abhorrent creature just developed by a sick scientist who cares not for what he creates, but no.
Mr. Victor Frankenstein, weren't you born in Geneva?
No.
All right, so you have a background in science.
You could say this. I studied many hours looking at nature, and I thought I should play God. I created things. Monsters.
Oh, okay. Do you think you have the ability to raise a new mind in the world?
Well, next question.
Do you have any kids of your own?
Yes, no children, only monsters, abominations. Inherently abhorrent in the eyes of God.
Do you think there is such a thing as good and bad kids?
No. Victor is good kid. Victor's monster is spawn of Satan.
Thank you for spending a couple minutes with me, Mr. Frankenstein.
Что?
Thanks for coming today, Lord Byron. I sure appreciate it. As you know, we're looking for a teacher. Do you have any experience with emotional grief?
Well, darkness consumes all. It's the greatest force in life. Nature overtakes all that is human, and darkness in one foul swoop can probably end the earth. No need for clouds, darkness consumes.
Okay, which era of poetry do you think is the most important?
Well, I think romanticism really just brings out how nature, overpowering, overconsuming, and just above all, great, sublime.
Okay, thank you. Do you think you could handle being in a room with children all day long?
Oh, it's just my dream, just a room full of children. That's heaven for me. I love children.
Excellent, excellent. And what would you do if a student asked to stay alone with you after class?
I need to go to the bathroom.
So, Mr. Kurtz, welcome to our interview. You're shorter in person than I expected. Why is that?
The stature of man is nothing in what lies in beneath. His soul, his inner being, is exposed in the savagery of Africa. His heart of darkness is made evident to the light.
Okay, goodness. I can consult with my questions here. Good organizational skills help for productive and efficient learning environment. What are some examples of your leadership?
The savages of Africa fell beneath the whip of the civilized man. Only at the end of the day does the brutality, the necessary hatred, the killing of men bring out the organization that I desire. I deserve.
Excellent answer. How well do you interact with others?
Other shallow will bends beneath my own. My voice carries beyond my person. It extends me to the deity level that I sustain myself at. There's only Kurtz. There's only the voice.
And how will your military experience help you with teaching?
The exploitation of Africa has taught me one thing, is that the will of man is indomitable. There is only the future that man desires. The repetition of this echoes through the halls of eternity, and then there'll only be one. There'll only be me. There'll only be Kurtz.
Mariner, hello and welcome. What kind of life lessons can you offer the children?
I may teach them the lesson of prayer.
And what sort of things have you seen in your life?
My lady, I have seen both the negative and the positive sublime, the evil, the death, the life.
Thanks for sharing. How can people learn from their mistakes?
People can learn their mistakes by living them, by killing, by doing, by living through the hell.
And are you a religious man?
I shot the albatross, and I pray every day and repent that I had not done that, for I will not be standing here if I was today.
Well, thanks for joining me.
Aye.
Hello, Cannibal. Thank you for joining me here today.
So nice of you to have me.
This is a literature teacher's position. What is your favorite novel and why?
Well, my favorite novel is The Road, because I feel like it encompasses my personal journey through the world that I live in.
Thank you, sir. You said you enjoyed family cookouts in your resume. How can you relate to teaching kids in a classroom setting?
Well, to me, cookouts and kids are synonymous. They walk hand in hand. Personally, I think the little chubby ones make the best cookouts.
Excellent. What sort of fire drives you to meet your goals?
Well, I've been told there's this child who carries the fire. Now, I don't know what that fire is, but it sounds delicious.
And lastly, what is that in your teeth?
Well,
And what is that on your chest?
personally, this is just how I like to express myself. I'm sorry that anything's in my teeth. I'll do my best to pick that out right here. But personally, I think personal expression is important for a young artist, and I want to express that in kids because I love me some kids.
Thanks for joining me today. J. Alfred Prufrock, welcome. What is your greatest desire in life?
My greatest desire in life is for my fate to find a date, for she may be my mate, so I will no longer have to sleep alone.
What is your favorite piece of art?
Goodness me. Michelangelo's David, his clean body, so pristine. I find everything so nice, his face so cut like Charlie Sheen. My goodness, how his body so obscene.
Thank you. Now, if we were to offer you a position, would you accept?
Do I dare?
Good afternoon, Dabney Stewart. What kind of activities would you use to help teach the kids?
Well, personally, I prefer something strenuous that will make them flexible and limber. Need to stretch out their minds, if you know what I mean.
I do. Thank you. Good answer. So your mother and father own a plumbing company. Did you play any role at all in that?
Yeah, I'm glad to ask that. I have much experience laying the pipe with my mother and my father.
Well, on another subject, what would you consider the hardest part of teaching?
Next question, please.
Okay, what's one thing that can symbolize you as a person?
Well, personally, I think the most wholesome representation of me as a whole is fluffy handcuffs.
Thank you. Oh gosh, looking good. Thanks for coming today.
Yeah.